4 changes to the lineup which succumbed to Borussia Dortmund last time out. Christian McFarlane comes back into the defence, Charlie Gray into midfield, Ryan McAdoo and Regan Heskey into the front 3. The latter duo returning from FIFA Under-17 World Cup duty with England. Bayer Leverkusen, meanwhile, have had a similar campaign to City. They began with wins against Copenhagen and PSV Eindhoven, but then went winless, a draw against Paris Saint-Germain before being thumped 5-0 in Lisbon by Benfica. This lineup is 3 different to that chastening loss, with Daten, Domnich and Turay returning. Top scorer Emmanuel Owen is on the bench. So a City victory, and they will be tantalisingly close to qualification. Defeat, and they will surely require a win when they travel to Madrid in a couple of weeks' time. This is their final home game of the league phase. They've won 1 and lost 1 so far here at the Joy Stadium. They could do with, at the very least, getting a draw this afternoon. There's Fonku, back to Mukasa. Kian Noble easing it back to Spike Brits, the City goalkeeper. Here's Stefan Funi. Now Mukasa, on to Sangare, back to Mukasa. McAdoo's done well. Mukasa tried to take it on. And Bayer Leverkusen win the ball back in the shape of Osman Turay. First few minutes of the contest will tell us what kind of tactics Bayer Leverkusen are going to deploy this afternoon. As Regan Heskey wins a throw. There's Fapetu. Now Kian Noble. McAdoo, left-footed, but plays down the right side, and certainly is a terrific outlet for the Blues when they come forward. Just like the first team, the Blues very much a comfortable possession team. They like to dominate the ball, they like to control possession. Now they're looking for Heskey, and Heskey's got in round the back, and Heskey almost put City in front with their first attack. A good save by Schlick, the Bayer Leverkusen goalkeeper, but a wonderful opportunity for Regan Heskey. A floated ball in was absolutely ideal from Stefan Funi, and Heskey got beyond the last defender, took his time, but the goalkeeper doing well, sticking out the left leg and keeping it at 0-0. Terrific chance for City in the opening moments of the clash. I think just a tinge of disappointment on the face of Regan Heskey after he couldn't convert that chance. Lovely ball from Stefan Funi, and Regan Heskey eluded his marker. Sangare gives chase, tries to get there in front of the blonde defender Noah Probst. City win a throw. McFarlane back to Funi. Here he is again, Stefan Funi. A very adventurous left-sided defender. Noble looking for Mukasa. Mukasa will keep it in play, and he'll win a corner. So City have the opportunity of an early set piece here. Mukasa awaiting the arrival of Funi, and Noble at the back post. McFarlane's a tall, commanding aerial player. Driven to the near post this time. Fapetu helping it on. It breaks for Regan Heskey. Now Charlie Gray. Nfonku. Now Makadu. Such a very attractive player to watch, Ryan Makadu. Full of flicks and tricks and plenty of ambition. Here's Regan Heskey. I think you described pretty similarly. Works a 1-2 with Mukasa. Leverkusen just happy to clear it. Leverkusen's final game in the league phase is at home to Newcastle United, who so far have lost every game they've played in this competition. Here's Makadu. Helped on to Funi. Now Mukasa. Tried to slip it into the gap for Regan Heskey, but it wasn't to be. City so far, they beat Napoli in their opening game here 2-0, won 5-3 away at Monaco, including a hat-trick for Sangare. And then they lost 2-1 away at Villarreal in a game in which Divine Mukasa had a penalty go by the post. And then they were soundly beaten here at home to Dortmund, a display described by Ben Wilkinson in disappointing terms. It was a much-changed City lineup for the game against Dortmund, with 5 players away on international duty with the England under-17s. But even so, Ben Wilkinson certainly not using that as an excuse, just really disappointed with the slipping of standards that he expects from his team. Here's Makadu. City have started this game well, though. Nfonku tries to get to it and he succeeds in doing so. Makadu's onto it and he's just tackled at the vital moment. And the early indications are that City might well have themselves a pretty positive afternoon. Here's Charlie Gray. Now Funi. McFarlane looking for Regan Heskey. Goalkeeper will get there though. It's been a really good start from City. And all the early indications are in the opening 7 minutes that the Blues have goals in them. What are we going to get from Leverkusen? Well, we might find out now as they come confidently forward. Up it goes to Isekor. There's a man over on the far side as well. And City are going to have to defend well here. And I think it was a cross from Turay, is stopped in its tracks, but that was an excellent attack from Leverkusen. Well, if that attack gives us an indication of what they're about, this could be an afternoon of chances. There's Probst trying to hold off Sangare. Plays it into Domnic. Helped on neatly by Masek. Here's Berghoff. Trying to bring in Turay. It's good football from Bayer Leverkusen. Crosses too close to Spike Brits, though. Much to the frustration of their head coach, Kevin Brock, who hurled his arms into the air just in front of me. Fapetu. Now Mukasa. Regan Heskey. Mukasa. Fapetu. Now Gray. There's a nice ebb and flow to this game. Here's Funny. Fapatu. Gray. McFarlane. Fapatu. Just tackled and away come by Leverkusen with Jedovic. Sensible ball to Karofsky. Deep cross which Brits gathers well. Just in front of Berghoff. And bowls it straight out to Makeda. This is a very watchable game indeed. It is evident Bayer Leverkusen haven't come to park the bus. Here's Noble. Into the channel for Sangare. Here is Sangare. Still Sangare against the crossbar. Waited his moment, struck it beautifully. Found the top of the bar. Well, he got the better of Probst and waited his moment to hit it. And it was a sumptuous shot, but against the bar. Two good chances for City in the opening 10 minutes. The early attempt from Heskey, saved by Schlick. And now the shot from Sangare against the crossbar. Fapatu. Makeda. Sangare. Nfonku. Noble. Funny. Helped on by Mukasa. Now McFarlane. Brings in Heskey. It's good from Heskey. Now Makeda. Nfonku's onto it. Tries into the area and is just tackled at the vital moment by Burak Kia. And it goes out for a City throw. Terrific start to this game. And City could easily have been in front. I think the referee's been indicated that there was an offside there. City throw. Here's Noble. Funny. Gives it back to his centre-half partner, who gives it him again. Now Mukasa. Makeda. Gray. Mukasa. McFarlane. Mukasa. Helped on by Fapatu. Funny. Now McFarlane. Kian Noble. Sangare. Nfonku. Good possession from City. Heskey. Taking on and beating his man, but to be fair, Karofsky came back at him. Heskey again. Good shape on the cross, and Nfonku will keep it in. Makeda. Noble. McFarlane. Heskey. Another dangerous ball. Mukasa couldn't control it. Hooked away as far as Funny. McFarlane. It's a push. That will be a City free kick. Domnich penalised. City nil, Bayer Leverkusen nil, but two glorious chances for City. One save, the other against the bar. Here's Makadu, keeping the pressure ramping up on Bayer Leverkusen. Noble. McFarlane. Mukasa. Mukasa wins it back a second time. Threads it in towards Sangare, but Schlich is there for Bayer Leverkusen. Well won again by Fapetu. Makadu and Fonku. Makadu. Fapetu. Makadu. Tries to make it to the line, but just ran out of pitch in the end. With 36 teams in this league phase table, it is so difficult to know how many points will be enough to make it through to the knockout stages. A three-pointer for the Blues today, and I just feel as though they will be in the next round. There are a few combinations of results that makes that not necessarily the case, but certainly put them in a healthy position, but they've got a bit of defending to do here. And in the end, Brits tips it over to deny what was a promising build-up. Turai's shot helped over the bar. City wondered if Funny had been fouled about 10 seconds earlier. The referee didn't see it that way, and Berghoff played it in to Turai, and Brits helps it over the bar for a Bayer Leverkusen corner. So threat at both ends. 17th minute, 0-0. It's not been a goalless kind of game. And there's a chance which, in the end, is headed pretty tamely by Berghoff. Brits then tries to send Heskey scurrying away. Heskey might just get there. On towards Makadu, but in the end it was defended by Kier. And Heskey's been penalised for a tug on the shirt on Domnich. Thoroughly absorbing opening 17 and a half minutes here. 0-0, but not for the want of trying. Heskey's just been penalised for a mistimed challenge. Referee wants a word with Heskey, and he just gestured towards his pocket. Not sure if he's going to book him or not, to be honest, but certainly pointed towards his left pocket. I think it's a final warning for Regan Heskey. If you are wondering, he is indeed the son of the former Leicester, Liverpool and England striker Emile Heskey. His brother Jayden also a part of the academy here, but too old to participate in the UEFA Youth League. A couple of years Regan senior. Emile is usually here when his sons are in action at the Joy Stadium. City a little careless there. Fapatu gifting Bayer Leverkusen a throw. City putting Probst under pressure. Tackle by Funi. And Fonku guiding it back to Spike Brits. Here's Funi. Fapatu. Now Noble. Funi. Nice ball, Mukasa. Now Regan Heskey. It's done well, Heskey. Works an angle for the cross, wins the corner. City's second corner. 21st minute. Two good chances for City, one for Bayer Leverkusen. Still 0-0. Here's Gray. Cross cleared and Noble just falling away, hit it over the bar. Here's McFarlane. Fapatu. The UEFA Youth League began in 2013-14 and the Blues have proudly been in it each season since. One-time semi-finalist in the 2017-18 campaign. Hoping to go one better this season. Certainly got the talent to do so. Mukassa's cross, though, is gathered in by Schlick. One semi-final, three quarter-finals. Three times they've lost in the last 16 stage. Only three times have they gone out before the knockout stages. Here's Mfonku. Makeda. Gray. Last season they did make it through to the final playoff round. And then they were finally beaten by AZ Alkmaar. Here's Mukasa. Trying to find Heskey. Goes out for a City throw. Funi. McFarlane. Funi. Noble. McFarlane. Funi again. Fapatu. Fonku. Now Makeda. Charlie Gray. And Fonku. A winger converted into a fullback. And we know when he gets into this part of the pitch, he comes alive. Lovely ball in, but couldn't quite find Sangare. Picked up by Schlick, the Bayer Leverkusen goalkeeper. It's given away. Charlie Gray, great chance. Oh, he's put it over. Schlick, the goalkeeper, presenting it to Charlie Gray. Gray made the angle for the shot, but put it over the angle of post and bar. Another good opening. But again, it isn't taken. 25th minute. 0-0, could easily have been 2 or 3-1. Brits having to make one save so far. Sangare's hit the bar. Schlick save from Regan Heskey in the opening moments, and now that shot from Gray. Here's Nfonku looking towards Makedu. Can't this time get beyond tonight. It's a good battle down that side, and in the end there's a foul by Makedu. "20 minutes to half-time. City 0, Bayer Leverkusen 0, but my goodness, we've had some fantastic opportunities. And I'm sure Ben Wilkinson will feel his team ought to be in front. Long way to go. Here's Probst. Fapatu wins it. The referee says it was a handball. Probst. Schlick. Now Bayer Leverkusen have beaten the press here. Taken on by Masek. Brings in Karofsky. Masek again. Well won by Fapatu. Domnic. Probst. Daten. Good pressure from Gray. Good tackle by McFarlane. Should be a City throw. No, he's given it the wrong way. Well, certainly some positives for Ben Wilkinson. Already some good signs from his team. Just one disappointment, but it's 0-0. Here's Gray. Mukasa. Heskey. He's done well, Heskey. He's done very well, Heskey. Tries to guide it to Makedu. Just forced a little wide. And in the end, Makedu's dispossessed, but then he wins it back again. Finds Nfonku. And now Noble. McFarlane. Heskey. It's a foul, surely. Kwiatkowski penalised. Free kick City. Here's Heskey. Now Noble. Nfonku. Gray. Funi. Heskey. Mukasa. Fapatu. Nfonku. Gray. Sangare. Funi. Heskey. Breaks for Sangare. Fapatu. Nfonku. Makedu. In towards Mukasa. Sangare can't quite get to it. Noble will retrieve for City. McFarlane. Funi. McFarlane. Mukasa. McFarlane. Gray. Nfonku. Now Makedu. Just caught as he was trying to come back on the inside. Makedu. Try in a blue sandwich, loses the ball. Here's Mfonku. Tarai emerges with it again. Gray wins it back. Mukasa tried the shot. McFarlane, Mukasa, Gray, Mfonku, Gray again, McFarlane, Heskey, again drifting past Karofsky, working something with Fapetu, brings in Mfonku, Gray, McFarlane. City trying to pull Leverkusen out of their shape at the moment, pulling them left and right. Gray, Heskey, Funny, good turn by Funny, shot just deflected. Mukasa, shot blocked. It's not quite for City. Half an hour gone, chances being created. Mfonku will have to backpedal and guide it back to Brits, but a terrific passage of play from City, keeping Bayer Leverkusen trapped in their final third. Here's Funny. And now Noble. Mukasa. Funny. Mukasa. Ball in towards Heskey, goalkeeper's ball though. There's a great deal to admire about City's play. And that was the half chance for Funny that was blocked, and then Mukasa shot the same. City back in possession again. Makadu bends it wide. Leverkusen come forward. The referee's pulling it back for a foul. He's going to produce a card as well. I think he's booked Fapetu for holding. Well, as long as he's consistent with his bookings, that's fair enough. Challenge was just before that. Fapetu booked for holding. Well, as long as the referee's consistent this afternoon, and that booking's fair enough, but let's hope he maintains his consistency on that offence. Here's McFarlane. Into the gap for Heskey. Out comes Schlick again. It's been an enterprising opening 32 minutes from City, but real disappointment that it's still 0-0. Just one chance for Leverkusen, tipped over the bar by Spike Brits. Other than that, it's been City who've been reflecting on what might have been. Good pressure from Fapetu. Makadu trying to win it back. Funny does. And the referee's pulled it back for an offence by Makadu. Well, it wasn't much of an offence. As long as he's consistent, that's all we're after. Probst. It's a good ball. It's surely a foul. It is indeed. Isekord penalised for bringing Noble to the deck. Noble might have got his hand trodden on at the end of all of that. Just there. Definite foul by Isekord. City free kick. It's over 10 minutes to half-time. 0-0, but real disappointment that that's the case, because City have had some golden openings in this game. Charlie Gray, Regan Heskey, Sangare all coming close. Funi with a chance that was blocked. Here is Funi, up to Sangare. Prods it on to Makedu. Makedu, can he unlock Bayer Leverkusen? Mukasa. Noble. Nfonku. Mukasa. Gray. Mukasa. Just didn't get enough on it. And it drifts by the upright. Football is good. You can see Bayer Leverkusen are set up well, though. Mukasa didn't quite connect with the shot, but at least they crafted the opening. Tackle by Heskey. Gray's challenge, and the referee's penalised him. Good tackle by Nfonku. Breaks for Masek. Daten. Now Probst. It's a good ball. Masek. Kurowski. Masek again. Fapatu. Well, there was 2 fouls there by Masek. Free kick to City. There's a real quality about this game. Mukasa looking for the early ball to Sangare. Just bounced over him and allowed the defender Domnich to guide it back to Schlick. Probst. Worked it well, the visitors. Daten. Masek, good tackle by Fapatu. Here's Heskey. And again Heskey. Tried to slip it through to Sangare. Mukasa gets there. Fapatu. Funi. Fapatu. Nfonku. Makedu. Fapatu. Mukasa. Heskey. Mukasa. Good football. Oh, Sangare couldn't quite wrap his foot around it. Wasn't an easy one. It was coming just behind the centre forward. Well worked again by the Blues, but Sangare couldn't quite get the foot wrapped round the ball. Seven minutes to half-time. Still 0-0, but it's been a really good game of football. Gray wins the ball back again. Funi for City. Tried to clip it through to Heskey. Goes Funi. Fapatu. Here's Isekor. Tackle by Funny, and then a foul on Funny, and he's taken it quickly. Here's Onfonku, can explode down that right side. Gray delivers just above Sangare. Probst heads it away. Here's Heskey. Still Heskey. Did that take a deflection? No, it did not. Bayer Leverkusen throw. 5 minutes to half time. Gray again wins it back. Sangare, Fapatu, McFarlane, Funny, Onfonku. Helped on by Gray, Makedu, Gray. Makedu. Mukasa. Now Funny, McFarlane. Funny. Heskey. Guided in towards Mukasa. And that does go out for a corner. Well, most of the action's taken place in Bayer Leverkusen's final third. City have another set-piece opportunity to try and finally break them down. Mukasa whips it in. It's not been cleared yet. Heskey hits the base of the post. Again, the Blues hit the metalwork, and then Gray drives it wide. It's been one of those days so far. They hit the bar earlier with Sangare. They've now hit the post through Regan Heskey. It was a snapshot, and the goalkeeper was beaten, but his post was not. And then Gray drives it by the uprights. Well, Ben Wilkinson keeps throwing his arms in the air, expecting a goal, and it's just not quite happened for his team. Again, they win the ball back. They're doing it with increasing regularity. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Mukasa into Heskey. Heskey towards Sangare, cleared as far as McFarlane. Mukasa. Heskey. Mukasa. Tried to come back on the inside, but didn't quite succeed. Sangare tries to win it. Cleared as far as Onfonku. Onfonku tried to get himself into the box. Cleared anywhere by Bayer Leverkusen. Tremendous pressure from City. What's the referee given here? He's given a throw to Bayer Leverkusen. That's another puzzling one. Ball cleared, but City maintain the pressure. Gray to win it back. Makedu couldn't quite get to the loose one. Fapatu with a challenge. Gray has it again. Onfonku. And now Noble. Still time for City. Try and get themselves in front before half-time. Funny opens up to hit it and drags it wide. Now, if you're watching our coverage on City Plus of the Premier League 2 game against Southampton, you'll have seen a terrific goal by Stefan Funny. Not quite as accurate on this occasion. Final minute of the first half. City 0, Bayer Leverkusen 0, but my word, the Blues are on top here. Makadu down the right, can he keep it in? There's your answer. Still Makadu. To the byline he goes, corner. Well, a big time for this corner. Can City convert it? Funny right by the goalkeeper. Sangare, Heskey all in there. Noble trying to make himself a presence. Mikasa whips it in, punched by the goalkeeper and gathered at the second attempt. And that's the end of the first half. A really excellent performance from City. They've done everything but score this afternoon. They've hit the post, they've hit the bar. Schlick's made a good save to deny. Regan Heskey. Gray put one by the upright as well. Just one troubling moment when Spike Brits had to tip one over his crossbar. But the Blues in control in every regard except the scoreline. At half-time here at the Joy Stadium, it is City 0, Bayer Leverkusen 0. It'll be City that get this second half underway, looking to get themselves the goal that would all but qualify them for the knockout stages of the UEFA Youth League. The draw will certainly keep them in the mix, but it will probably mean them having to get something from the match in Madrid in 2 weeks' time. Here's Makadu. Coming back inside well, Makadu, all the way to the byline. It's another City corner. Starting the second half as positively as they ended the first. Makadu driving to the byline, but his cross deflected out for a corner. It's another really good run from Makadu. Mikasa driving it into the near post area. Cleared as far as Makadu. And now Mikasa. Noble brings in Makadu. Makadu's cross inviting, and it'll go out for another corner. Corner number 5 quickly followed by corner number 6. City ramping up the pressure. Can they finally get the goal that their first half players merited early in the second period? Variety on the corner this time. Guided in towards the near post. Sangare tried to get to it, and the referee's given a penalty. City penalty, and maybe now the opportunity at long last to turn the domination into a goal. It's a foul on Noble that the referee has spotted, and Regan Heskey, who missed a penalty against Villarreal in the last but one match, has the opportunity this time to make amends. Sorry, I beg your pardon, it was Mikasa that missed that penalty. Heskey scored his in the opening match. So Regan Heskey to give City the lead, which he does with absolute ease, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. He scored a penalty against Napoli on the opening day, and he scores again to give City a deserved lead. Just a little stutter in the run-up, sending Schlick the wrong way. And at long last, City have the goal that their players most definitely deserved. City won by Leverkusen 0. A goal which seemed inevitable in the first half but didn't come, arrives very early in the second period. So Heskey, who scored a very, very late penalty against Napoli on Matchday 1, is on target again on Matchday 5. Well, Bayer Leverkusen had one chance in the first half, which was tipped over the crossbar well by Spike Brits. They haven't offered much since then in an attacking sense. And as darkness begins to descend here in Manchester, the Blues are getting closer to the win that will take them, well, almost at least, into the knockout stages. By no means a guarantee, because there are so many teams in the league phase table, but you do feel that a win might just be sufficient today. We shall see. Leverkusen will do what they can to prevent that win. Cross headed away well by Funi. Just for the record, that goal means City are now up to 10th in the table. And as I mentioned, it is a 36-team table, and many of the sides don't play until tomorrow. Here come the Blues again. Now Sangare into the side netting. Heskey's ball, Sangare's shot. Not quite accurate enough. Remember, the top 22 qualify for the knockout stages. The Blues began the day in 20th, leading 1-0. They're now up to 10th. That's how dramatically things can change. Still nearly 40 minutes to go here, though, before we can start to assess where this scoreline will take City. Here's McFarlane. And now Heskey, the goal scorer. Funi. McAdoo. It's good from McAdoo. Oh, a deflection took it to the goalkeeper, and Gray's volley into the deck bounces up for Schlick to save. Well, the first effort from McAdoo had the sting taken out of it by the defender in front of him, and it made it a much simpler gather for the goalkeeper than it might have been. And then the second one just, well, bouncing up for the keeper to gather. City won by Leverkusen 0. Penalty for Regan Heskey. There's a lot of confusion here about what's going on with Berghoff. I think he's having a boot repair. City have won the ball back again. They're doing it almost at will, but they've given that away carelessly. But Mukasa atones with a really good tackle, finds Sangare, and now Mukasa And now Gray, and up to Makadu, and Mfonku trying to take a defender away from Makadu. Makadu poking it to Gray. And now Mfonku. Noble. Funi. Fapatu. Mfonku. Up towards Sangare, cleared as far as Fapatu. Funi to hit it over the bar. Certainly had a lot of power in it. But unfortunately for Stefan Funi, it was rising rather than dipping. Not sure the goalkeeper had got anywhere near that had it been under the crossbar. Heskey. Funi. Gray. Makadu. Again going for that corner. Good save by Schlick. Good effort from Makadu. The angle I'm watching from, you could see it was arrowing into that far corner. Schlick did well to tip it away. Here's Noble. Now Makadu into the gap for Makassa. Schlick's there, having made a brilliant save to keep it at 1-0. Makadu setting it out beyond the far post, trying to bend it in. Schlick did well. And in the first half, City had opportunities to put themselves in front. Couldn't quite do so. Hitting the bar and the post. Schlick making a good save. Gray hitting one beyond the post as well. But here comes Makadu. Might this be the moment? Another good block, this time from Probst. And it goes out for another City corner. Their third of the second half, their seventh of the match, and we're only in the 56th minute at the moment. Makadu blocked by Probst. Makassa to take the corner. No short. Here's Gray. Now Makassa. Works an angle, hits the shot, scores the goal. And City now do have some daylight given to them by Divine Makassa. His second goal of the UEFA Youth League run. He scored against Villarreal away when the Blues were trying to mount a comeback in that fixture. This time he's given the Blues real daylight, adding to the Heskey penalty and putting City 2 up here. And with every goal that goes in, so their position in the table strengthens and their place maybe in the knockout stages ever closer to confirmation. Substitution though now for City as we look at the replay of the Makassa goal. City have just brought on Floyd Samba as you were watching the replay of that second City goal. And Fapatu, who was booked earlier, is the player who's withdrawn. So Makassa adding to the penalty from Regan Heskey. 58th minute. Here's Makadu. Samba. Well, won again by Gray, Samba, Sangare, Mukasa. Was he fouled? Yes, indeed. Free kick to City. In a good position, actually. Mukasa range, no doubt about it. That sweet left foot of his. Takes it quickly. Sangare! Schlick makes the save. It was a really clever free kick. It looked as though Mukasa was going to drive it at goal from distance. He slipped it into the area, and Sangare is blocked by Schlick, who makes another very important save. Brilliant from Sangare, superb from Mukasa, but he couldn't get it beyond Schlick. That's the kind of invention you want from your free kicks. Speed of thought and fleet of foot. The finish not quite enough. Now Mfonku intercepts well, and he can drive City forward here. Mfonku. Now Samba. Mukasa. Noble. Funny. Gray. We're only in the 60th minute. There's still half an hour to play. Samba almost stealing in. Just bounced away from him. Gathered by Schlick, who continues to keep Bayer Leverkusen in this. Without him, the Blues would have been out of sight. Again, City win it back. Mfonku, Makedu, Samba, Mfonku, Noble, Funny, Noble, Sangare, Funny, looking towards Mukasa, Heskey, Gray, Sangare on the swivel, hits it wide. Well, they continue to fashion openings. Sangare almost scoring before from the quickly taken free kick. Not far off there either. Here's Heskey winning it back for City. Sangare. Makedu. Oh, he came back on the inside to try and sweep it in and was dispossessed just at the moment of impact. Heskey and Sangare and then Makedu. And just as he's shooting, he's tackled by Turai. Here's Funny. Noble. Sorry, Gray, now Noble. Makedu. Noble. Funny. Try to find Mukasa. Bayer Leverkusen trying to counter, but Mfonku wins it back. Ben Wilkinson likes that. Here's Gray. Samba. Makedu. Mukasa. Still Mukasa. Try to find Makedu again. Turai with some good defending for Bayer Leverkusen, and he's fouled by Mukasa. But City aren't letting Bayer Leverkusen come out. Just not letting them emerge with the ball. City seemingly in control, but 2-0 is always a nervous lead if Bayer Leverkusen get the game's third. It's gone out, has it? Yeah. Still, there's no way out for Bayer Leverkusen. Here's Noble. Funny. Into the gap for McFarlane, who scores! Terrific from the left back. Well, he made the burst, he got himself in some space, and then he applied the finish, Christian McFarlane. His first UEFA Youth League goal, his first for City. Look at the way he gets beyond Probst and then has the awareness to guide it beyond Schlick into the net. And McFarlane makes it 3-0 now. Another excellent goal from City. Well, they had chances in the first half, didn't take them. They've certainly made amends in the second. And with 26 minutes to go, City in a commanding position, leading 3-0. Now City strengthening their grip on 10th place in the league phase table. But I have to reiterate, there's plenty of teams who don't play until tomorrow. But of course, being 10th means they're 12 positions above where they need to be to qualify for the knockout stages. And with every goal that goes in, their goal difference has an impact as well. Goal difference might just play a part. As long as you finish in the top 22, you're guaranteed more games in the new year. City at the moment are sitting 10th as it stands. Looking for another goal and finding one as well. And Mukasa gets his second of the afternoon. And all of a sudden it's a procession. Divine Mukasa getting goal number 2 and goal number 4. And City now in total control and applying the goals that just continue to strengthen their goal difference. A captain's contribution, bursting through and finishing delightfully. Oh, what an afternoon this is turning out to be now. Heskey's penalty finally broke the dam, and now Mukasa's weighed in with 2 goals and McFarlane with his first for the club. Now City looked the better team in the first half, but couldn't find a way past Jesper Schlick in the Bayer Leverkusen goal. They've certainly made up for it in the second half. And they're looking for more. Makedu. Great. Try to find Samba. Here's Mfonku. We've only just reached the midpoint of the second half. Well, City scored 5 goals in Monaco. You wouldn't back against them getting 5 today. Here's Gray. Surely he was fouled. He was. Free kick to the Blues. Leverkusen preparing substitutions. Here's Mukasa. 2/3 the way to a hat-trick. Funny. Just dispossessed by Isaacor. So the referee says there's a foul. City are going to bring on Caden Braithwaite in a moment as well. Bayer Leverkusen are going to make a triple change to try and get themselves something from this game. But here comes Samba, riding the challenge, brings in Sangare, and Schlick makes the save. Well, they're creating chances at will now, City. Winning the ball back time and time again, and now starting to open up a dispirited Bayer Leverkusen. City 4, Bayer Leverkusen 0. It was 0-0 at half-time. As the ball goes in towards Sangare, but Schlick is out there. Bayer Leverkusen are going to make a quadruple change in a minute. They're going to bring on Gernhardt, Ermech, Papadakis and Owen, but not before Samba puts in number 5. And the chances keep coming, and the finishing is getting more and more accurate. Floyd Samba adds his name to the goal-scoring list, and City have a full hand. Well, it's his second goal in the UEFA Youth League. He scored in that opening game against Napoli. Now he's done so again. And Bayer Leverkusen, who lost 5-0 in their last game away at Benfica, are now 5-0 down here. So Braithwaite comes on for McFarlane, with City in cruise control. And here comes that quadruple change for Bayer Leverkusen. Ermech, Papadakis, Owen and Gernhardt coming on. And I keep mentioning the goal difference because in this giant league phase table, goal difference is absolutely crucial. 36 teams trying to get into the top 22. City are surely moving on to 9 points. Their goal difference is improving all the time. It's up to +5 now. And of the teams currently on 9 points, only Tottenham Hotspur have a better goal difference than City. It is possible that 9 points isn't enough to qualify, but every goal that goes in, 9 points and a good goal difference, means the Blues are almost certain. And there's still 18 minutes to play here. Bayer Leverkusen began this campaign with 2 wins and a draw, but all of a sudden Benfica dismantled them 5-0. And City are currently doing the same. Here's Braithwaite for City. Heskey started the whole thing off with a penalty. Mukasa, who's on a hat-trick. Looking for the return, Mukasa gets there, and Sangare just cleared off the line with Schlick, this time unable to stop City. Samba. Well, the Blues know that they're up against the team who are falling apart in front of them. Dispirited and with the negative body language of a side who've conceded 10 goals without reply in their last 2 games. City will continue to fashion chances like this one. Sangare stopped by Probst on the line. Another City corner. Mukasa goes over to take it. Plays it short to Heskey. Heskey into the area. Cleared by Schlick. Gray comes back. Now Funi. Noble. Gray. Braithwaite. Heskey. Looking for the corner. Schlick made the save. Samba against the bar. Was it the post? Either way, it stayed out. I think it was the post, to be honest. And it stays at 5-0. Well, Heskey's shot saved by Schlick. And then Samba on the rebound. Yeah, it is the top of the post. City preparing a triple change, but whoever comes on for City will fancy their chances of scoring here, because Bayer Leverkusen's body language is starting to look very negative. Here's Samba. Now Makadu. Blues relentless here. Makadu's shot too close to Schlick. Blues winning the ball back time and time again in Leverkusen territory, and this time it's a free kick for a foul. The Blues waiting to bring on Warhurst, Miles and Dunbar MacDonald. And indeed, they're going to make those changes now. Sangare, one of those to come off. And Gray is coming off. Harrison Miles for him. And Regan Heskey is the third. Well, they'll come onto the field with their team leading 5-0 and with a free kick in an attacking position. What a lovely time to come on. Their opponents dispirited and a little ramshackle. The Blues absolutely in control. Now then, Mukasa, can he make it a very special hat-trick? Here comes the City captain, straight into the wall. Here's Mfonku. Samba. Miles. Funi. It's going out of play. So Heskey with a penalty. Mukasa, McFarlane, Mukasa again, and Samba. City have also hit the woodwork 3 times. And the goalkeeper Schlick has made 2 or 3 good saves. The Blues could have had an even bigger margin of victory this afternoon. Most important thing is qualification for the next round, and the Blues, that's not absolutely guaranteed, are very, very close. With 1 game to play away at Real Madrid in a couple of weeks' time. Another game you can see live on City Plus. And indeed, we've got a live game for you on Friday on City Plus as well, as we show you more international action. The Premier League International Cup Friday night. Ben Wilkinson's under-21s are centre stage. Here's Makadu. Mukasa, Miles, Mfonku. Makadu. I think I told you the opponents, PSV Eindhoven. Makadu. Mfonku. Noble. Mukasa. Lovely first time ball done by McDonald. Mukasa. Just tackled by Probst. Samba wins it back. And the referee sees a foul. Mention an ever-changing picture in this giant league phase table. City have just moved down to 11th because Borussia Dortmund have equalised in their game. Remember, Dortmund were the team that came here and won 3-0 at the Joy Stadium. Dortmund have moved up to 8th and City dropped down to 11th, but it is the top 22 that qualify for the next stage. That's why it's so difficult to say with certainty that the Blues are in the knockout stage with this win. It's also another reason why goal difference might be significant. And the Blues are certainly looking for more here against Bayer Leverkusen. City coming forward now with Dunbar McDonald. Trying to find a way through, couldn't quite do it. That will be a City throw. I mentioned the Premier League International Cup. It's a competition where the best of the Premier League invite the best of Europe over to this country. City have been drawn against PSV Eindhoven, Real Madrid and RB Leipzig and Monaco. Very glamorous opponents coming up for Ben Wilkinson's under-21s, but this is the under-19s in the UEFA Youth League. Leading 5-0, here's Warhurst onto Mukasa. Miles, Mfonku. Samba, Mfonku. Prods it to Miles. Dunbar McDonald. Up towards Makadu, goes out for a goal kick. City's final UEFA Youth League game is away at Real Madrid, and then a few days later they play Real Madrid at home in the Premier League International Cup. Ball in towards Warhurst. Oh, he's hit the inside of the post. That's 4 times the Blues have hit the frame of the net. 3 against the post, 1 against the bar. Here's Makadu. Right across the face of the goal again. They've absolutely peppered the Leverkusen net in this second half. It's not that they didn't have chances in the first half. Here's Braithwaite. Trying to win a corner maybe, goes back to Mukasa. Trying to find Makadu, Samba's in there, just tackled at the vital moment, penalty. It was a foul as Samba got his shot away. And a penalty gives City the chance to make it 6. And I suspect Mukasa might well want to take it for his hat-trick. As Samba tried to get his shot in, he was just pulled back. The referee saw it And the Blues have their second penalty of the second half, and Mukasa has the chance for a hat-trick. There's the foul, the little pull on the shirt. And Mukasa, who missed a penalty against Villarreal in City's last away game, can make amends here and get himself a match ball. So Divine Mukasa, chance for a second half hat-trick and to give City a 6-0 lead. Mukasa scores. It's a second half hat-trick for Divine Mukasa. Well, he was so disappointed when he put that penalty wide against Villarreal a few weeks ago. There's probably no one more determined than him to put City back on the map again this afternoon. And a hat-trick inside 40 minutes for the City captain. And the Blues lead by 6-0. And their goal difference gets more and more impressive by the moment. Well, Bayer Leverkusen are still in the top 22 despite this scoreline. And indeed, if they were to win their last game against Newcastle and City lose their last game at Madrid, Leverkusen will go above City. Such are the vagaries of this giant league phase table. But anyway, first things first, City are currently in 11th place as it stands. Surely a foul. Free kick to City with just over 4 minutes to play here. Dunbar McDonald, that's a bookable offence. Well, he's kicked the ball away, and that's the second bookable offence. Needs to mind his P's and Q's, the Bayer Leverkusen player Berghoff. Well, it was a sort of eye-catching scoreline when Bayer Leverkusen were beaten 5-0 by Benfica in their last away game. But this one's even more eye-catching. City now looking for a seventh. Here's Dunbar McDonald. Still going, Dunbar McDonald. In the end, Probst thumps it away. Foul by Noble. Free kick to Bayer Leverkusen. Just to reiterate, it was 0-0 at half-time. Not that City didn't have chances in that first half. Mfonku, and now Makedu. City really are hunting in packs here. Bayer Leverkusen have barely got out of their half in the entire match. In the entire second half. Here's Miles, goes from range, dips it a little bit too late over the bar. Here's Braithwaite, Miles, Noble, and Mfonku, Samba. One of City's 4 different goal scorers. Mukasa with a hat-trick, Heskey, McFarlane and Samba. Still time for another player to add his name to the list. short to Samba. Now Nfonku. Gathered in by Funi. Mukasa spins away and out for another corner. City's corner count in double figures. Not inconceivable, their goal tally might have been in double figures. They've had that many chances. Here's Mukasa. Miles. Funi. Dunbar McDonald. Nfonku might as well have a crack. Decides against it. Here's Makadu. Should be headed away by Probst. Oh, it almost went backwards. And the referee signalled to his assistant it's going to be 3 added minutes. Makadu, Mukasa, Miles. Well, I hope this has whet your appetite for the first team game against the same opponents later. City 6, Leverkusen 0 here at the Joy Stadium. 6 goals and 4 attempts against the frame of the net. Plus at least 2 or 3 really good saves by Schlick, the goalkeeper. And the irony of ironies, Leverkusen could still end up above City in the table come the end of the 6th match in 2 weeks' time. If, say, City draw and Leverkusen win. Noble away, up towards Warhurst. Dunbar McDonald trying to get it back. Samba. Miles. Dunbar McDonald. Braithwaite. Mukasa. Braithwaite. Miles. Samba. Noble. Funi. Terrific football all afternoon from City. Mukasa. It's lovely play. Is there going to be a finish? No, there's not. Just flicked into the goalkeeper's arms. It's an offside flag. And the referee is going to blow his whistle in a few moments and finally put poor old Bayer Leverkusen out of their misery. Well, what an extraordinary game of football. The Blues, with chances in the first half, couldn't find the back of the Bayer Leverkusen net. But once Regan Heskey put in a 49th minute penalty, the floodgates really did open. Mukasa made it 2, McFarlane 3, Mukasa again to make it 4, Samba with the 5th, and then 5 minutes from time from the penalty spot, Mukasa rounds off his hat-trick with a penalty. Bayer Leverkusen were in this game in the first half, but my goodness, they were swept aside in the second. The Blues, as it stands, have moved up into 11th in the 22 area that they need to be for qualification, and barring something quite extraordinary, will surely be in the knockout stages. So with 1 game to go away at Real Madrid, the Blues have strengthened their grip on qualification. They have destroyed Bayer Leverkusen quite brilliantly by 6 goals to 0.